You know, my last owner always said I was sharp and edgy. He was such an ass.
Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Baldur's Gate 2, the Enhanced Edition, The Shadows of Arm. And when last we left off, it's a beautiful day today. Perfect weather for hunting vampires, wouldn't you say? We have plenty of stakes, the party is heavily equipped. Let's go! Their base, predictably, is in the crypts beneath the graveyard district. Now, we haven't explored down here very much, and that's because up until this point there wasn't much to explore. There's a little area over here, and there's a huge area up here that's locked behind dealing with the vampires. We couldn't get in there until this point, so there was no point exploring up there. Besides, there'll probably be spiders that I really didn't want to encounter. At the time I started exploring here, poison was still a serious problem. Though if you watched me deal with the poison lab, it's still a serious problem. Let's head up and find the encounter that we'll inevitably stumble into. It shouldn't be too difficult now, but I'm still going to take it cautiously because there's still a sword spider and a phase spider. There's also probably a giant spider or two as well. Have at thee! And the sword spider is gone. Let's deal with you, and then you, and then this spider here. And then the small ones. Marvellous. That went very well indeed, and the experience was pitiful. This way we go. Round here to find the wizard we're looking for. The wizard sent by the Shadow Thieves, who appears to have already opened the door. I don't think the door's meant to be open at this point.
Good to see a like-minded friend to be.
At last, you've arrived. These spiders were starting to make me nervous. Allow me to open these doors for you. You do realize you've already opened the doors, right? No, the doors are closed. Great, another crazy wizard. Who'd have guessed? Fleshy, go forth and open the doors. Now, you stupid creature. Now, Terry, I trust you're prepared. Oh, we're prepared. And off the golem goes. And I think you might...
blood is rather inviting.
Fools, the mistress knew you would come. Fight then, and know you die for nothing. We've encountered you before. I believe Haas follows us for now. And we're going to be fighting some Grim Warders. Now, I don't remember these foes, but I don't think they're especially dangerous. Let's go! And off that vampire goes away.
Mind your tone.
You're going
Oh, you see a like-minded friend to be.
No, stay back! Ah, scripted death. I don't think there was anything we could do to save him, but hey, we got some good loot. Including this quarterstaff, and somebody appears to be firing something at Terry. Yep, you are. At least the golem's still here. Maybe the golem can help us out with taking care of this Grimwarder. Grimward Archer. The Grimward Archer is gone, and you're gone as well. Brilliant. Let's grab...
Invincible, I say!
You're certainly very hardy, although in tabletop there would be a chance that you'd be able to break. It'd be pretty difficult to break you, though. Now, we got a nice piece of loot. You're carrying it, and you certainly can't identify it. You can, though. It's the Staff Mace +2. This weapon appears to be a normal large walking staff, but it has a faint aura of alteration magic. Uttering the command word causes the staff to assume the attributes of a mace, allowing it to be wielded with one hand. This was likely designed for clerics or druids, though that does not preclude use by most others. It's a pretty interesting weapon, and only monks are unable to use it. It's completely useless to us, though, so it's going to go in the bag of holding and be sold later. Now let's move forward, and the golem is gone. I would have appreciated it if you hadn't just disappeared into thin air. I could always do with having a golem, but I don't think the game would ever let us have the golem for long, so let's move in, and before we do, start searching for traps, because there are probably going to be traps around here.
Your blood is rather inviting.
Come then, come to your doom. Dare you breach the inner sanctum? I think not. Oh, you underestimate our tenacity, Lassel. There is a vampire here we need to deal with. I believe you are a named one. Yes, Gelal. We'll be dealing with you permanently, that's for sure. Now, let's engage you in melee and keep Viconia back, because we don't want Viconia to be hit and lose some levels to level drain. Now, you're going to go to your tomb. And I believe it's over here. And I don't think there are any traps along the way. There may be a vampire in here. Nope, there's a golem in here. Oh my, that's not good. That is a clay golem. Fortunately, Korgan should be able to deal with a clay golem, and we don't even need to cast haste to do so. And that's good, because if haste functioned as it did in the actual rules, my party would all probably be dead by now from the drawback of the spell. Look at the drawback, it's quite nasty. That's one golem taken care of. Now, one of these should... There we go. One of them should have someone in it. And we found a secret door. The vampire retreated to this coffin once you defeated it. If you have a wooden stake, you can try to kill it. You pound the stake through the vampire's foul heart. The creature shall prey no more on the blood of others. It's gone. Now let's open up this door and fight the foe within. If memory serves, we'll be fighting even more vampires. I know, surprising, right? Step forward. There you are. You're going to try and use that domination effect. Not going to work on Terry because of Lilacor. That's why I had Terry move forward first. Now we don't want you to land a hit, and you didn't. And you're going to go over to all the way over there. Okay, we'll deal with you later, I'm sure. Anyone else in here? There is a greater ghoul. Not so worried about a greater ghoul. And there might be another vampire. The greater ghoul is gone. And I know you're intimidated greatly, Lilacor. Oh wait, who am I kidding? You're never intimidated by anything. You were joking, of course. And in here is another vampire. This one is a named one. It's Durst, everyone. And Durst is going straight for Terry. Now, we only need to... Well, never mind. You're gone. Now, ooh, this one now has a vampire in it. Well, time to deal with you. You're gone now. 9,000 experience is ours. Anything to loot here? It would seem not, and yet there is something. The pool is filled with what is obviously blood. You can enter the pool if you dare. I think there's a drawback to doing so, but a good reward if you dare to. So I'm going to get Hexat to go in. If anything, Hexat is least likely to suffer any negative effects, apart from maybe some health loss. You enter the blood pool and find a mace at the bottom. The blood makes you feel sick, however. 10 points of damage. Oh, I recognize this weapon. This weapon is a pretty good one. Also, is this a secret door? Yes? No? Yes. Haha. We didn't have to go through here at all to get to this location. Also, I'm not going to be stepping back into that. Oh no! That's a recipe for just taking more health loss. Now let's find out exactly what this is, though I have a good idea. It is the Mace of Disruption +1. This heavy mace was created for a very specific purpose: to slay undead. Any such creature hit by it not only feels the sting of the weapon, but also has a chance of being simply blasted from existence. There are legends that speak of a priest so holy, a single glancing touch could send a vampire to oblivion, but whether the weapon empowered her or she empowered it is a topic for theologians. Combat abilities. Undead must save versus death at -4 or be utterly destroyed. Thaco +1 strikes as a +3 weapon, and it deals 1d6 +2 or 2d6 +4 versus undead. This is a pretty good weapon. So much so, but I'm tempted to have Viconia use it right now. It would certainly be apt, and you know what? I think we will. That is a weapon that can be upgraded if you keep the ore from the quest where you're trying to get the materials for Sir Sarles. If you try and fob him off with the alloy, you get to keep the proper ore, and you can then upgrade this weapon with Cromwell. It's not something I thought about at the time, but we're probably not going to be using this weapon too much, so it doesn't really matter. Now, before we move forward, got to make sure you're detecting traps, because there's likely going to be something here that I need to worry about. Okay, Hexad. Any traps? And that was when she steps on one and then we all die horribly. It could happen. It's quite a nice room, though I really wouldn't want to hang out with these vampires. Probably wouldn't end well for me. Get some experience. Ooh, more stakes. We could do with more of these. Why the vampires decided to put stakes in their own base of operations, I don't know. Maybe just in case one of the vampires decided to rebel? Who can say? But their folly is our gain. We're gonna need these stakes.
Yes.
Now, we can go that way. I don't want to go that way just yet. I want to explore everywhere else first. Like down here. Just in case there are more vampires I need to deal with. There's one here that we haven't taken care of yet. So we shall. Let's go this way. Oh, look! There's a vampire. It's a fledgling vampire, so I don't think we need to stake that one. There is Tanaver, however. Now we're going to... Okay.
What is it?
You're going to be a bit of a problem, it seems. You have magic. Now let's do this, and then get that haste spell going. And deal with the fledgling vampire first. Fledgling vampire is gone. Time to deal with you. Arrows. And this. And we're just going to rush you. Ooh, there is a room here full of spikes. Now, that's not encouraging at all. I think that room is just full of pain, if memory serves. Now you're berserked. I want you to just start attacking here. We have, oh dear, we have a simulacrum of Tanaver here. Can we deal with the simulacrum? Probably not. Oh, you're going to be one of those enemies that is level appropriate. Okay, let's see. We could do a Kelbin's Warding Whip. We could do a Chain Lightning. Chain Lightning's probably not going to work here. Probably not, but I'll give it a go. Oh, we did manage to deal a hit against you. I want you to attack there, I want you to attack here, you to attack... oh, well, you're not doing any attacking at all, and neither are you. At least, you've been taken care of. So, we probably want to do a Kelbin's Warding Whip here. Yes, Kelbin's Warding Whip seems like a good idea. That's a small amount of damage. And I just want you two to keep attacking here. Eventually we'll get through all of the defenses that you have. Can you actually target? No, cannot target spells on invisible or sanctuaried creatures. Are you sanctuaried? I'm not sure. And I bet if I do this, we can do remove magic at least. That will help. Okay. So you're still going. Does this mean I can now Kelbin's Warding Whip here? I might be able to, but it doesn't matter because you're now gone. Aha! That wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. And that's good. Now, don't mind me. I'm just going to have you go and... okay, actually, you are not going over there. You're going over there, aren't you? You are. Well, we took care of you at least. That could have gone badly wrong. Let's rest. And we're probably going to have to rest again because I, of course, decided to rest while Korgan was berserked. There we go, much better. Let's get that stone skin back. And look at this room.
You take the lead. I'll watch your back.
Good plan. Also, I don't think anybody wants to go into this room full of spikes. And now I should save, because when that fight started, I realized I hadn't saved, and that could have all ended terribly wrong. This hideous torture room is dominated by a blood-encrusted drain in the centre. It appears as if victims are thrown in the room to bleed out their lives on the cruelly spiked floor. Why the blood is collected in this drain remains a mystery. Indeed, it is quite a mystery. It's not so much of a mystery, though, if you think about the fact that this place is full of vampires, but it might not be because they just want a big supply of blood. Also, this is definitely a place where there would be traps. But I haven't found one yet. Ooh, okay. There are the traps. There are the traps. Okay, that was silly of me. That was very silly. I think you should heal yourself. I probably shouldn't have everybody doing this. But you have a lot of healing, so we should be okay. I don't know why I decided to walk the entire party into a room full of spikes. I really don't. It's a good thing I did save. Okay, I'm gonna get you two to go back. Actually, we'll keep Hexat with us purely because she's the trap finder, and that's going to be the end of Vaconia most likely because she is now panicking and just trying to run. Running that way would be a good idea right now. No? No, would seem not. We're going to have to wait for you to stop panicking. This could take quite a while. It's going to take a long while. Let's see if we can find anything in here that makes exploring this room worth it. The answer is there appears to be absolutely nothing. Okay! There really is just nothing here that makes going in here worth it. And I'd be very surprised if the party can actually get out, and they can! Downside, of course, is that Vaconia is stuck there. And we can't rest while the party is scattered.
Yes, I see.
That's kind of a problem. Would you like to come back, Vaconia? No? No. No, you wouldn't. You're just going to stand there, petrified. And nobody else can actually heal you because you are our healer.
Yes.
I mean, we could come closer, but this will probably wipe out half the party. Oh, you're okay now. Good! You know what we can do? We can rest in this room. That makes absolutely no sense, but we can rest in there. Provided we're all together, we can somehow find a way to avoid all the spikes and just rest absolutely fine. We really... Oh, hello, there's an enemy here. We really shouldn't be able to, but we can. And there's another vampire. Are you the vampire that occupies that final place? Also, you just lost a level. Unfortunate, but it was bound to happen at some point. Bound to happen at some point. Now, you're not occupying that. And there is down there, but everybody seems to be heading in that direction, so you know what? We're going to save, because we don't ever want to go back into the room full of spikes again. Still don't know why I did that.
Yes,
and head
very well.
this way. Into here. Okay, this is the place where there are going to be absolutely loads of traps.
Whatever you want.
And loads of enemies too, though the enemies are not too tricky. You're gone?
Yes, if you say so.
Now, around the corner though... Okay, just another greater ghoul. Not so worried about a greater ghoul. There is, looks like, a door that I need to go through.
Of course.
And I imagine somewhere down here is going to be some kind of trap.
Victory shall be ours.
I
You
am
know
ready.
this.
No trap at all, it would
That's
seem.
what you want.
This room definitely has the there's going to be a big encounter vibe to it though, so I'm going to get ready, just in case. Pays to be
Yes.
prepared. Let's get some skeletons. Lots of them. As many as we can summon. Seems like a good plan to me. Now you can summon another one.
What is it now?
And you can summon one. Also, these skeletons look a fair bit nastier than they used to. That skeleton looks very fearsome. I like the skeletons being tougher, that's for sure. Right, let's get you activating this,
Go bother someone else.
and then activating this, and that. This is when this is a terrible idea, because it turns out the encounter's not actually...
I've been spying you from afar, Draconia, and your frankness, bearing, and grace have beguiled me quite profoundly.
Is this the best time for intra-party dialogue, Edwin? I'm not sure it is, but you're not going to care about what I think about the matter, are you?
I'm certain there's a condition to your appraisal, Edwin. A Thavian only has one person in their world. Themselves.
Hush, dear. Nonsense. The reputation of my kindred is from untrustworthy sources, like the Dark Elves, a victim of cruel machinations and falsehoods. Perhaps, wizard, perhaps. Unlike yourself, however, I am an outcast from my people. Your brethren's loss is our gain, and a beautiful gain at that. Flattery will serve you no purpose, male. I will tell you when you may speak to me thus. Now let's get that spell going. And I think we're pretty much ready. Actually, are we pretty much ready? No. There are a few more things I'd like to cast, like, say, a protection from evil 10 feet. That seems like a good plan. And a negative plane protection on you. And also on you. Now I think we're ready. There are going to be no encounters beyond this door. Just watch, there will be nothing. And we've been wasting rounds where we could have had the Korgan simulacrum destroying things. But let's go. Oh no, wait, there are loads of people here. We have a fledgling vampire, we have a fledgling vampire, and we have a Grimward archer, and I think we found what that pool of blood is used for. Right, you attack here, you attack here, you attack here, and the skeletons will just do what they do. Oh, that they will. We should be relatively okay, especially considering that we have the negative plane protection active. You can do that, you can do that. And I think this was a good... Ooh, and we've not been using you at all. And there we go. You're gone. You're going to be gone. And you're gone. The central pool is full of fresh, constantly flowing blood from an unknown source. The room is thick with its smell.
You are easy enough.
I think we were a little bit over-prepared for this fight, but I'd rather be over-prepared than under-prepared. In fact, I'm going to rest, so that we get all those spells back. We're going to need them for the final fight. And we're going to be fighting that at some point. How big is this area? Oh, this area is really small. Oh, this area is tiny. Maybe I should have actually not rested.
Very well.
In here is...
A mortal.
One ambush you have survived, but the battle is far from over. Find me upstairs in the room of blood and blades. Oh, we have to go back? Oh, but we only just came from there. Also, this is going to be trapped. This is definitely going to be trapped. Hexad, find the trap for me if you would. No? No trap? No trap at all. Okay. And so, when we come back, folks, we're going to open up this door, and then we're going to go to the room of blood and blades. I don't like that room. That room is terrible.
I'll watch your back.
And so, I'll catch you next time, folks, and I'll see you then. Later. Also, small piles of money. Won't say no to them. Every little bit does add up. Even if it's only a tiny, tiny amount. They still add up, though. 1,000 pickups like that, and I'll have 45,000 gold. Later.